Watcher. A new year and a fresh start for all of those projects we're always thinking about but rarely have enough time to spend working on. I've been lucky over the years to be able to prioritise music and writing, but 2017 was the most challenging year yet in terms of making time to stay creative, and 2018 is going to see some real wrestling if I'm going to achieve any of my short-term goals. Short-term goals build towards making dreams come true. Long-term goals only remain achievable at all with focus on the short term, otherwise those big ambitions really will remain only dreams, shimmering what could have beens, dare I say, regrets. Write your lists, do what you love, work hard every week, build and take it from me, you'll see things progress, not least within your own work, quality, clarity, craftsmanship, but also with an impact to the world around you. You'll be tired, but happier if you keep it all up. So let's get to it. The James Bruce May highlights of 2018 promise to be pretty special. Last year, Farewell Clarissa had her first outing, but this year the band's going to pick up the pace and play more gigs around London and beyond. And we'll be releasing our debut LP, Magic Spells, in the spring-summer. We're working with artists and dancers, choreographers and videographers for our cover art and first music videos. I'll name drop these properly once we're close to release dates. And we're so vibey about the sounds. As for writing, I was busy in the autumn fine-tuning a small batch of poems which I've carefully been submitting to various online lit mags, and with luck I'll bring you news on these soon. And now that the year has renewed, the planned rest period on my first book, Let Down, has elapsed, and so work kicks off again on the fifth draft of that manuscript, whilst work continues also on novel number 2, To Shirojima, Cat Island. I'm taking the opportunity to workshop passages from this book with my writers group, made up of a couple of peers of mine, one who I met on my creative writing undergrad degree course at Greenwich, and one from the MA course at Goldsmiths. Hopefully these fine gentlemen will agree to having a chat about writing and writers groups for the JBMcast too this year, but again, no name dropping until they do. So there we are, plenty to keep myself occupied with, and hopefully something to keep you all interested in too. But seeing as we're all here now, why not have a few poems today from my back catalogue? I've 4 poems here which were published together by Clear Poetry online in 2015. I hope you enjoy them. At Dimmock. Hands in coat pockets, watched by pine-lined hills of the deepest green at Dimmock, I sat on a bench amongst the chimney crows, cawing at the church. Breathing in damp October air, the thinning light falling fraction by fraction in front of me, I sat, sucking my tongue into a frown. The crows fussed on the gutter, a black squabble in the gloaming for a bed beneath the spire, whilst below, old stones stood quiescent, mustard lichen growing slow as erosion. Dried flowers smouldered in an incinerator nearby, and across the churchyard the smoke seemed not to dissipate but to linger, eerie. I shivered and thought of my car, waiting close by the hard mud paths and wet cobwebbed hedges out towards the fields where I saw no trace of the poets once called away to war. But now, when I imagine the village again, the sad smoke held still by watchful hills, the calls of crows choked by cold darkening air, I glimpse that which at first I missed. Solstice in the Highlands. Drawing the curtains at midnight, we see the sun's finally departed, and now a timid grey creeps by outside. Its faint light, the afterglow of an old television screen just switched off, lingers beneath the hems across the wooden sill. By noon, the clouds blow blithe through tall golden June rays, and green gardens glisten after showers, and my tiredness is all but worn off. Yet I remember the night, deep rather than blank, a basalt rock pool filled with clear distorting water, waiting silent until the diffused dawn slipped in to cast my doubts in shadow. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? Under the noon azure I glimpse the ground soak up sunlight with the rain. An argument on Camden High Street. Often at my bedsit above Camden High Street, a busker, or a siren, or a bottle smashed, or a fight would wake me, and I'd turn on my window pillow to look down at the road to watch. This time it was a couple's argument, rather than a scrap between strangers, that had brought me to the orange scene, and I watched the man flail his arms and come close to his partner's face to shout her shortcomings, before turning to walk away, return, then walk away again several times. He came back for a last word, but this time the woman walked without once looking back. His bald comments, "Don't walk away from me, don't walk away from me," chuckled at by passing revellers. Try this for size. I take your friendship as a shirt, slip it over shoulders, button it up my chest, roll it up my arms. It's snug around my waist, yet loose about my neck, the way I like friendships best. I take your secrets over ankles, knees and thighs, as underwear tight around my bum. A strip visible to everybody, so they know we're intimate, but not enough on show to give anything away. I have your temper as my favourite jeans. I'll treasure these forever, patch them and mend them, proud to wear them whole or in tatters. There are quips in the pockets where I'm forever losing things, but it's dear to hear them swish and rustle as I move along through life. I use your cares as socks to keep my toes warm. I tie your worries as shoes and tread them into the ground. Every day I walk past the coolest store where your love is on a hat stand in the window. I'm sure it'd be the perfect fit and would look and feel just right. I dream about one day holding it, placing it across my brow to shade my eyes from the glare of the sun, but access to this store is by invite only. I dread the day I walk past to see that it's gone. Thanks for listening, everybody. Do stay in touch. You can email me at jamesbrucemay@gmail.com, or you can get hold of me via my website, jamesbrucemay.com, where you can hop to all of my social media channels, so please do explore the site for links to music, more poetry and short stories, and also visual content. My thanks go to Ben Banyard, editor at Clear Poetry, whose work as a poet is well worth looking at. He's prolific, and there are links to his work online from his blog, benbanyard.wordpress.com. Happy reading! All of the material used on this podcast is copyright James Bruce May 2018. Catch you soon. All of the best for the forthcoming year. Please do like, subscribe, share, yada yada yada. Much love to you all. Bye for now.